Okay, so having just escaped to the ferry, Tanner finds himself coming up to some land here. And so the next mission being to escape to the docks. And so you got to get to the docks in order to follow up, as the on-screen text just indicated, to follow up the Rosanna Soto clue. And it's one of those missions where anytime they make you drive across town, you're going to want to check the map pretty routinely, just to kind of make sure, or at least occasionally, to make sure you know where you're going. Especially true in some of the later cities with a bunch of crazy streets, or a bunch of weird tunnels, and kind of a weird layout to the map. You want to make sure you orientate yourself, or get used to the map itself. So, little nuances like knowing where the tunnel starts, because you do have to use the tunnel. There's no other way to do this. You must go through the tunnel to get out to the other side of the town. It had been a while, even since I had played this game. I didn't really know where the tunnel, a while, excuse me, since I played this mission, so I didn't know exactly where the tunnel started, but kind of quickly soon realized it started right where I went in there. Yeah, I mean, this is basically just driving across town here, but obviously what you're going to want to do, of course, it goes without saying, is avoid the police. Obviously avoid other cars in the road. I did a terrible job right there. That was pretty bad, actually. I got quite a break right there. That could have really been disastrous. I always thought that driving in the tunnel was the most difficult part of this game, actually. I know how to kind of route where I'm going to go. I know I can figure out a direct path. Obviously, you have to go straight, straight south here. I know stuff like that. I know how to do that. And I don't know, it just always seemed that tunnel, there was always, I don't know what it was, too much traffic, not enough lanes. Probably not enough lanes. It's kind of tight in there. And so that always kind of threw me for a loop. But as you see, I'm doing great out here. I'm doing great on the open roads here in Havana. And it's just going to be a matter of dodging the cops. If you dodge the cops, you're fine. So that's obviously true of 95% of the missions of this game. You just dodge the police, you're good. Dodge the police, dodge the escorts chasing after you, and you should be fine. Now, again, well, it's kind of a direct route. I mean, I wouldn't call it a really direct route here. I mean, you do have streets that go in that direction, which is good. You're going to have to make a couple turns the closer you get, because where you actually have to go, you do have to make a few twists and turns, actually. So, but these roads obviously are the quickest that will get you there. They'll get you there the quickest, I should say. Yeah, I mean, in here, kind of a little bit complicated, I guess, but again, it's nothing that by now it's nothing that you can't really handle, because bear in mind, by this point you would have had to have already beaten the hijack the truck mission, which I kind of went a little bit of rant about how difficult that one was. You can go check out my previous video on that. And so here's what I'm kind of talking about, and it is also nighttime when you're driving here, so you're going to want to be a little bit cautious. This road just is laid out really weird. You see what I'm doing here? I'm literally just going back and forth, because that's what the road does. And I always hated, and this was always annoying, when the police would be on this road, because there really is no place to go. There's no other side street you can turn down. The road does there is a fork in the road a little bit further down here. It does kind of diverge, but that's not for a while still. So you really have to kind of get these cops off you. You kind of have to use your driving techniques to do so. And then you will have to go in here. Again, you might not realize it at first. The white dot is further closer to the sea, obviously. And even when you're in here, you're not going to know what to do. But you know that you have to get back there. There is a little road that goes behind the little houses there, the little shacks along the way there. So, and I always liked how you could still pass the mission even with cops on you. That's awesome. So, yeah, again, just avoid the police. You should be good to go here. It's just a simple drive across town. So that'll be all for now, guys. Stay tuned for more Driver 2 walkthroughs to follow. Take care.